So what do we do with kids that are late to class? You're late to class once, no big deal. We expect it to happen. Kids have a hard time getting their lockers situated. There was people in the bathrooms. They got hung up talking to a friend and, they weren't paying attention and all of a sudden the bell rang. It's going to happen. So we help kids with ways to manage the locker, be able to say hi to your friends, be able to get to the bathroom, come to class, get the pass, then go to the bathroom if you think you're going to be late. It may seem obvious that kids would know this, but they don't. But then there's the chronic late. Those are the kids that I worry more about because even though we give them techniques on how to be to class on time, they're just not doing it. So rather than look at it as being habitually late to class, it really is a refusal. They're just not coming to class. I've got to hold those kids accountable. So by doing so, I'm going to use my own temperature gauge, like, hey, this kid is chronically late. I pull them aside, do the same thing I would do for any logical consequence for refusal. I hold them accountable. We sit down and we have lunch together. We might do a 15-minute detention. We have a conversation, and I put it this way. I say, you have been late to class this many times. That has really racked up probably a good 15 minutes of class time. So this is the plan. You've got 15 minutes of class time to make up. How are you going to do it? And every time you're late now, after we make up this 15 minutes, I'm going to hold you accountable for making up that time. So either get to class on time or you're going to end up giving back more time in the end. And hopefully you get some support behind that and we can start to get those kids to class. The other thing I like to do is that I want to make sure that those kids really want to get to class on time. So I'm a big about making sure my classes always start with a hello, a conversation time, a how was the weekend, hey, how was the last 5 minutes, that kids aren't coming in and just sitting down and bang, there's work on your desk. So think about how you start classes because we want them to want to get there on time, how we're teaching them how to get there on time, techniques, actual ways to manage your time, because that's not something they're really good at, and how we're holding them accountable for the refusal to be in class.